What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an updated brow tutorial, so we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to show you guys the products that I like to use, and I will be sure to leave links in the description box, so make sure you guys check that. Today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Brow Duo pencil, and I just personally like to use a pencil as opposed to brow pomade. That's just my preference, but it's totally up to you guys. If you're a beginner, I would just say start off with a pencil. But yeah, I'm going to be using a flat brush, and then I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and then I'm also going to be using foundation. That's my summer shade, right? No, that's my winter shade right here, and then my NARS is like my summer shade. So I'm going to show you guys when and where I'm going to be using it, and yeah, we're going to get right into it. Okay, so before you guys get into anything, please make sure your brows are freshly groomed, whether that be a wax, plucking, thread, whatever the case may be. It doesn't necessarily have to, but I find you get the best results that way. But yeah, basically you want to take a look at your brows and see what type of arch you have, what type of shape you have. Make sure you guys pull up the brow diagram so you can see what best suits your face, and that will help you determine how you want to fill them in, and then you go from there. So when you go to fill in your brows, you want to just outline them, not create a whole new brow, anything like that, unless that's just your personal preference. But as you guys see, I'm going ever so slightly above my brows, and I'm using very light strokes when I'm filling in my brows, just to make sure it looks more natural. So I'm just going to be filling in the top portion, the bottom portion, and then wherever there may be like bald spots and stuff, because I definitely got those in my brows. But yeah, I'm just filling them in, and then I'm going to proceed with concealing them. Okay, so we're moving on to concealing the brows. I want you guys to pay attention to the placement. As you guys see, I'm going to be using the brush at a lower angle, and then it's a flat brush, so that means the majority of the brush should be flat against your skin. And this just helps with being able to see what you're doing. And then when you're concealing, it's okay to go in with little light strokes, but I find it easier to just take one long continuous stroke. That just helps a more precise line. But you don't have to do this if you don't know how to do this yet. This is just like a goal. If you can't get there yet, you can start off with the little connected dots, but the goal is to just be able to do one sweeping motion, and then just blend downwards from there. And then you're going to take your fluffy brush and blend that out, and we're going to proceed to the top. Okay, so for the top, the same rules apply. Make sure your brush is like flat and at an angle so that you can see how you're drawing your line. And you're pretty much just following the shape of your brow and getting rid of any like unwanted arches or anything like that, but just make sure you're making a really straight and precise line. I also wanted to note that I'm using my foundation shade at the top, and this is because this helps to eliminate like flashback for me personally. When I used to fill in my brows and conceal them with the same concealer at the top and bottom, I just found like I got the real extra halo look, and I didn't really like that. So if you use your foundation shade at the top, it'll give you a really clean but smooth appearance, and it doesn't look like you have on anything at all when you go to take pictures or anything like that. So okay, so I hope you guys pretty much got the gist of it. This was in real time, so the other brow I'm just going to speed up. And then you guys will also see like my brows are not like completely matching. And that's okay with brows, only if you can't really tell. Now, if they look like cousins and one look like a check mark and the other one look like a box, you might want to fix that. Just go back, rewind it however many times you need to. But the goal is to make sure they look almost identical. Not identical because, I don't know, I don't think that's ever possible, for my brows at least. If you can get perfectly identical brows, you raw as hell. But I know I can't, so I don't even struggle with that, but I do be having my days sometimes, so just keep that in mind when you're doing your brows. Like, it's a struggle, it's a process, but it's always worth it in the end. So I'm gonna speed this up, and yeah, that's about it. Now this last step is completely optional. I'm going to be setting my brows with some powder from Juvia's Place. I normally use translucent powder, but I don't have any on hand, so I just use the banana type powder. I'm just pretty much setting my brows, and I find that this gives me like a softer brow look. Like once you put this powder on there, it doesn't even look like you went in with a pencil or anything. So if you want to achieve that look, go ahead, but less is more with this product, y'all. Just make sure you don't go overboard, because you'll mess your brows up real quick with this powder. But that's pretty much all there is to my brow tutorial. Make sure you guys rewind it as much as you need to, reference this video as much as you need to. I hope I helped you guys out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.